This past summer, he became the first Canadian to ever win first place at the Socar International Jazz Guitar Competition at the prestigious Montreux Jazz Festival. An incredible honor, and Alex joins me now. Thank you so much for coming in today. This is an incredible achievement. When you look at this and what you were able to achieve at this, keep in mind, only 10 people were invited to perform, the best in the world. What was that like?
It was amazing. It was great to be around so many fantastic musicians and other guitar players, and it was a pleasure to be at the Montreux Jazz Festival, which has such an amazing history of presenting incredible music for over the last 50 years.
What was your reaction?
It's pretty wild. It's pretty hard to comprehend when something like that happens, and it was a pretty drawn-out process. The competition took place over about 3 days. And so by the time the finals came, I was just kind of worn down, but it was pretty exciting when I found out that I had won.
Now, you have an incredible resume. Juno nominated, you have 4 albums under your belt, 2 musical scores for movies, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
You've also written a book.
Yes, just finished it.
You are in your mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
What gives you this drive, do you think?
I mean, I just really love playing music, and I love, playing for audiences and getting what I'm working on out there. So there's kind of this constant desire to really flesh out what I'm working on and figure it out and get it out.
Now, this is your career, really, now. I mean, how do you separate, this is obviously a passion for you, but how do you separate the job out of it?
Well, you're always doing a lot of different things as a musician. I'm working I'm living in New York City right now, and I have been for the last 2 years, and I'm playing a lot of different concerts there. And so, yeah, you never really know where you're going to find yourself day to day, but you always bring that passion, and when you're playing, try and really evoke that.
When you look at the list of incredibly talented jazz musicians that come out of this country, it's pretty phenomenal, and you are now added to this list. What do you think it is about this country and the education, but also the musical history that allows for that?
There's a very vibrant jazz community in Toronto and in a lot of the other cities in Canada, and so I feel really fortunate to have learned here and to have grown up here. So I was lucky to have been immersed in the musical culture here and to have learned from some really amazing musicians. And in particular, as a guitar player, the jazz guitar tradition in Toronto with guitars like Ed Bickard and Lauren Lofsky is very strong. So that was really great.
We want to allow you to play, but I just have a quick question in just a few seconds. How much of it is improvised for you?
Well, jazz is kind of a combination. I'm a very active composer, so I write a lot of music, but I always include improvisation. And so it really depends. I have a lot of different projects. Some include more improvisation, and some are very through composed. So it really ranges.
Well, without further ado, I know everybody wants to hear you play. Alex Goodman,
thank you so much.
I'll let you take us to break.
Okay, and I'll play something completely improvised.
I love it.
So we'll
Even
see what
better.
happens.
All right.